What's going on, guys? Oh my, Godzilla back here with another Godzilla figure review, guys. Today we're going to be tackling two figures because they came in late, so I've kind of already missed the early boat there on the review. So we're going to go ahead and do these figures in a review together. This is Godzilla 1975 and Titanosaurus, both from Terror of MechaGodzilla. Guys, these are some really cool figures. Let's jump right in.
Oh my god!
Alrighty, guys, we are back here, and the reason I have this MechaGodzilla over here is because they re-released MechaGodzilla and put it out, and actually tricked me. I guess I didn't really do my research good enough, but I thought this was going to be a new MechaGodzilla. It literally has a 2021 tag on it. They're just selling old figures. So this figure was sold at, kind of with these, so I thought this was a trio of new figures. Just the two new ones, though. So we're not really going to talk about MechaGodzilla. I thought we were going to be doing a triple review, but we will go ahead and not, because we've already seen this MechaGodzilla. So if you see the new figures in stock, you are getting a 2-year-old MechaGodzilla. Alrighty, and then into Titanosaurus and Godzilla. First things first, we're going to go ahead and take a peek at the tags. Looking at Titanosaurus's, really cool picture of Titanosaurus. It looks really crisp and nice. And Titanosaurus, obviously, in Japanese. Got the 2023 logo inside of the tag. Back of the tag, got Titanosaurus' little spine there. Looks pretty good. Godzilla right there. Movie Monster Series. That's going to say Terror MechaGodzilla. I'm almost positive. It has to say, because that's what movie it's from. So, there's Titanosaurus' tag. And into Godzilla's tag. 1975. Pretty fun picture of Godzilla there. Godzilla 1975, 2023. Opening up the tag. Got some goodies in there. Back of the tag has Godzilla's spines. Terror MechaGodzilla again. Movie Monster Series. All the good stuff. I really like this kind of foresty green that is down on the bottom of Godzilla's tag. And then we have the kind of fun purple on the bottom of Titanosaurus. So we're going to go ahead and get these sleeved. And there we have them, nice and sleeved up. Guys, the first thing I want to do is I want to do a side-by-side comparison of each of these figures real quick, because I'm almost positive. We're going to start with Godzilla, but I'm almost positive these are essentially just re-releases of the Toy Dream Project figures. So let's go ahead and take a peek. Feet are looking very similar. We got the same little chest spine here. Looks a little thinner here, but I think it's just because they painted wider here. Got the knee paint, so we do have like a slight different color in paint, so it's they definitely, you know, did a different version of the figure, but I think we just have a repaint really here of the Toy Dream Project set. That really looks like the case to me. These Godzillas look very, very similar. They both figures did not paint all the way down to the tail. They left the last two spines off, typical Bandai fashion. So I believe we pretty much just have repaint figures of the Toy Dream Project. Taking a quick look at the tag on this one. They did use different images, so I'll give them that. And obviously Toy Dream Project tags are pierced in the center there. But yeah, guys, so Godzilla is going to be exactly the same as the Toy Dream Project set. Let's take a quick peek at Titanosaurus. Okay, so we got the Titanosaurus figures here. Obviously, the new one's going to be on the left. Toy Dream Project going to be over here on the right. So it is a... no, it's a slightly different image. At least slightly different in the walking pattern. You know, the images are a little... This one maybe just more zoomed in. I think that actually is the same image, just a little more zoomed in on the Toy Dream Project version. So, in terms of... Going to be really exact same height. It almost looks like this guy's a little bit taller. He might just be standing different, though. But feet positioning is going to be pretty identical. The hands look the same. The splotches kind of moving along the legs and body look pretty identical. The paint job on this one almost seems late. Like, this figure looks way older and way more tattered. Like, look how accurate these paint drops are painted versus this. It's just, like, splotched all over. I'm not sure what if that was intentional or what. But the paint on this guy's body is actually really impressive. I love the gold. Looks really crisp. The neck looks good. I love the paint. It got the eye slash looks better. So that's really impressive. Spinning this guy around, kind of taking a peek. We're kind of doing our comparisons here early. The yellows are a lot more deep on the new one. Really fun colors. I like the tail has a little bit more spice to it, I think, or the spines at least have a little bit more of a darker pinkish to them. But I believe we do again have just a repaint. I don't think they did new molds for any of these figures. So that's very interesting to note. But not a problem with me, because the paint jobs are different enough and the tags are different. So that is fun. 2 new figures. I was expecting to get 3. I bought the MechaGodzilla. So, and I bought the new MechaGodzilla, and I even brought him, you know, brought the other MechaGodzilla down to do a comparative, you know, side-by-side too. So here's my tagged version, my protected version of the 2021, but turns out they just reshipped that. I was really expecting a brand new MechaGodzilla. So real quick, we're going to look at the brand new Godzilla in terms of his paint and detail. I wish the toe claws were painted. Same problem with the hand claws. No painted action on that. So that's a little bit disappointing, but the detail looks really good. I love the knee pattern, the little splotch of paint on the knee as you move up that figure there. Not too much paint really anywhere aside from the spines moving up the figure, except for the one little chest slash. And obviously the face has a pretty good paint job. The teeth are painted very accurately. They look good. You got paint on the tongue, a little texture on the tongue even. The eyes look really good. This figure doesn't look too goofy from the front, like sometimes they do. A little bit of paint on the forehead. Looks nice. The spine on the back of the head's kind of painted. Good spine paint kind of going down the back. They didn't really paint the side spines kind of moving down the tail. And then obviously, like I said earlier, they did go ahead and bail on the paint. I don't know how much more money would it cost in the production line to extend that paint spray another third of an inch, whatever this is, half an inch. I never understand that logic. And then I do wish we could have gotten paint on the fingernails and the toe claws. Not really any detail on the inside of the hand. You kind of have a little finger detail, so that's nice. But the texture kind of makes a hard stop. In terms of articulation on this guy, we do have head articulation, which is nice. I feel like we've been kind of lacking that on a lot of figures. Arm articulation, leg articulation. Maybe we only have good articulation on these figures because they're just remolds of the Toy Dream Project stuff. Had they been brand new molds, I don't know if they would have had articulation on those parts. Maybe not. And then the tail is fixed. Going to be one solid piece. You could probably break the seam, but it's pretty oval shaped, so I don't know if it would spin well, even if you did break the seam. Definitely liking this Godzilla. I think the tag looks gorgeous. Really like it, guys. Moving into Titanosaurus. Now, guys, for me, Titanosaurus is one of the coolest, most underappreciated kaiju in the Godzilla world. Only seen an appearance in one movie. Hasn't really gotten too many figures. I think just 3. I think the Bandai was re-released once. So they did one release, they re-released it, then the Toy Dream Project and this one, so 3 or 4 releases. But they did a great job on this Titanosaurus. The toe claws look great, pretty accurate paint, little coming up onto the, the bed of the nail there. The splotches look pretty good here. I like how they were able to paint kind of underneath the splotches, so the splotches still kind of appear black, but the paint of his skin kind of came through. That, the yellows and the pinks and the oranges kind of look good. And I like how they're different shades. Like, you kind of have less over on the leg, and then really dark stripes kind of coming up the body. I think that looks really fun and kind of unique. Like I said earlier, the kind of the chest plate looks great. I love kind of this pattern here. Under the tail's even done. Between the splotches and the tail plating kind of coming up. Looks great. I definitely enjoy that. Like I said, it is a little weird on this leg how the black dots look a little more splotchy kind of in this area. But it's not really a problem. I think it looks great moving into the arms, the back of the body on this side. I really love the colors on his spine. Super cool. Kind of just salmon vibes, basically. Moving up looks really good. Coming up the head looks very solid. I love those gold piercing eyes. Those are really, really nice. The teeth are painted very accurately. You got to appreciate that for sure. I love the horns and the little gill flipper things, whatever you call those. Looks great. No texture really on the back of those, but that's okay because the front looks pretty good. And the horns are have texturized detail on the whole thing. I can't get over those eyes. I think they did such a good job on those gold eyes. Look at them looking at you right there. Looks really good from the front. The side looks good. I just think that color they chose for the eyes is super perfect. I love that. I think they did a great job on Titanosaurus. I'm super psyched to have a brand new Titanosaurus figure in the collection. Gonna go ahead and bust out the original Titanosaurus to compare him to briefly. Very different color scheme. Obviously much more orange going on. My tag on this figure is detached. I do have it, so we'll do a quick tag comparison. They love this image of him. They love that image of Titanosaurus. But obviously this being from the very early Movie Monster Series days, this 2002, I'd love to get my hands on the version with the tag attached. And I believe that they re-released this figure, and I don't know if the tag is different. I'm trying to find out that info, but so I'm not sure if there's a different tag with the re-released figure, but I know they did Titanosaurus in 2 different waves of the Movie Monster Series. But, guys, checking out this figure next to the... I believe this would probably have to be... I think every Titanosaurus figure we've gotten is the same exact sculpt. I think they've only sculpted Titanosaurus once, which isn't the end of the world, because I think they did such a good job on the sculpt. This guy's obviously has kind of the similar, really nice gold eyes, accurately painted teeth. And I love all these Titanosaurus figures. They're super different. They're super unique. They're really fun. they're just awesome. Titanosaurus is such a cool figure. I hope we start getting some... I hope Monster Arts does one. I'd love it if Haya does one. I think we need to get some more Titanosaurus love in the world, because he's such a fun kaiju, and I love his little roar. It's so fun. I love the oranges on this figure. They look really great. But I also love the new take on this figure, on this design. They're so fun. So I recommend 10 out of 10. Pick up every Titanosaurus version. They are phenomenal. I don't have enough good things to say about Titanosaurus. I'm going to go ahead and compare these two figures to one other figure just because I did bring it over here. That would be the MechaGodzilla 2 from when they released the first wave of everything. That's when this Titanosaurus figure, the original, came out as well. 2002 release. I love the kind of silver, kind of dull metallic look they chose on this guy. It's really unique. But I just wanted to size up these figures to him a little bit. So Godzilla and him are pretty much standing dead even in height. Titanosaurus obviously being taller than everybody. Just wanted to quickly show him off against the 2002, since we already saw him against the 2021 version. So just wanted to let you see that size comparison. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Godzilla 1975 and Titanosaurus 2023 figure releases from the Bandai Movie Monsters series. Guys, definitely would recommend picking both of them up. I got mine from Zen Market, or the Godzilla store, and I used Zen Market to get them. And it just definitely took way too long. Zen Market, I used to be such a huge voucher for them. They got me great figures really quickly. And these ones were in the warehouse for like a week, just waiting to ship. I'd paid, done everything, and then of course it took like 3 or 4 days to package them. So I feel like I'm getting these figures like 2 weeks late. It's pretty ridiculous, especially when I'm trying to get them early to review them. It's pretty disappointing to get them so late. But anyways, guys, I definitely would recommend both of these figures, Godzilla 1995 and Titanosaurus, both from Terror of MechaGodzilla. Let me know your thoughts on these figures in the comments section below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.